Hi, this is Rob Seppel, the Geospatial and Numeric Data Librarian at LaTeX Evans Library. I'm here today to talk to you about LaTeX, and more specifically about using LaTeX to prepare your thesis or dissertation, since I think that's probably why you're watching this video. As you may have deduced, LaTeX is used for generating documents. In that sense, it's analogous to a word processor, such as Microsoft Word. However, unlike Word, LaTeX excels at producing polished technical documents, particularly those containing complex mathematical formulas and large numbers of tables, figures, and citations. So if you are being required to use LaTeX for your thesis or dissertation, I'm guessing that you are majoring in math or one of the scientific disciplines. A principal challenge to using LaTeX is that it doesn't look or feel like the word processing platforms with which most of us are familiar. The most prominent difference is that LaTeX does not use a graphical user interface and relies entirely on line commands. To get you off to a running start, I am going to provide you with the following. Number 1. Instructions for downloading a LaTeX template. This template is already formatted to meet most, if not all, requirements for Florida Tech theses and dissertations. Any differences in the requirements for individual academic departments should be relatively minor and easy to correct. Number 2. Background information to help you become more familiar with the workings of LaTeX. And number 3, a guide to help you resolve commonly encountered problems. At the end of the video, in case you have any further questions, I will provide my contact information. As a brief aside, you may have noticed that LaTeX is spelled L-A-T-E-X, just like the synthetic fabric latex, but in this case it's pronounced LaTeX, or sometimes LaTeX or LaTeX. There's a somewhat esoteric explanation for this involving Greek word origins, but I'm really not sure it's worth getting into. Now that you know some acceptable pronunciations for LaTeX, let's get down to business, starting with how to get your LaTeX template. We start by going to the library's website, lib for library.fit.edu. Along the left side of the page, click on Research Support. Now, again on the left side, click on Graduate Student Services. Still sticking with the left side of the page, click on Theses and Dissertations. In the section entitled Templates for Writing Your Thesis or Dissertation, you will find a zip file containing the thesis template for use with LaTeX. So there you have your basic framework for preparing your thesis or dissertation. Now I'll point you in the direction of some potentially useful information. Once again, we will start at the library's website. Below the picture of the library, click on Research Guides. Use the search box to search for LaTeX 2E, that's LaTeX 2E. In the search results, click on Getting Started on LaTeX 2E. Examining the various tabs listed on the left side, you will see contents such as Getting Started, which includes basic rules for creating LaTeX documents and a list of resources. Basics of a LaTeX file, including the use of markup language and how to interpret error messages. Installing LaTeX in editors. Overleaf, which is an online tool for preparing LaTeX documents. Bibliography with BibTeX, and presentation slides with Beamer, which provides an alternative to PowerPoint for developing presentation slide packets. If you use any of the editors, either online or installed on your computer to open the LaTeX template, you'll find that it already contains files corresponding to major parts of your document, including the preliminary pages, abstract, abbreviations, acknowledgments, dedication, chapters, and appendix. You may have noticed that I skipped past the tab for the Thesis and Dissertation Troubleshooting tab. This is the resource that I mentioned earlier for helping you resolve commonly encountered problems. At the top of the page, you'll see a box listing problems that Florida Tech students have encountered when developing their theses or dissertations with LaTeX. The entries in this list are linked to explanations, further down on the same page, of how to address the problems. I hope you find this helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.